So I'm about to watch in 3D. Let's do it. Hey guys, so I just finished watching Geostorm 3D. I haven't really watched a lot of 3D movies of late. My TV is fully capable, which is nice. When I went to get the Geostorm movie today, there was no 4K release for it anywhere. I looked online, there was no release for this in 4K, period. So I knew it was a 3D movie, so I thought, well, if I'm going to get the movie, I might as well get it on 3D and check it out that way. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was written and directed by Dean Devlin, who is part of the Dean Devlin, Roland Emmerich partnership that gave us such movies as Godzilla, Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow, all those really wonderful disaster epic flicks from the 90s. And those movies, despite their flaws, were entertaining because they were a big budget spectacle and they gave us something that we haven't really seen on the big screen before. So these two guys really kind of paved the way for the disaster flick back in the 90s, followed up with flicks like Dante's Peak, Volcano, Armageddon, Deep Impact. Fun flicks, and I really enjoyed them for what they were. Twister was one of my favorites. It's because Hollywood could suddenly use special effects via the computer. They could create CGI special effects, which kind of left Hollywood with only one choice: use it as much as possible and create over-the-top CGI disaster flicks. And some were great, some not so great, but the running theme for these movies is the people in peril parts of these movies, the drama, the acting requirements. These parts of the movies always kind of fell down pretty flat. The spectacle was fun and really good to see on the big screen, but the people element often fell flat. And unfortunately, that tradition holds true with Geostorm. It stars Gerard Butler, Jim Sturgis, they play brothers, Abby Cornish, Alexandra Maria Lara, Daniel Wu, Andy Garcia, and the always wonderful Ed Harris. Now, basically the story is, in 2019, the world is being decimated by climate change. Global storms are really being quite ferocious and tearing the planet apart. So the human race develops a satellite system to control the weather patterns. When the big nasty storms start to hit, the satellites will deactivate the storm and kind of stop it from being too bad. It ends the crisis. But in this movie, there's a glitch in the Matrix, man. The satellite goes wrong. There's something happening, and instead of the satellites stopping the storms, they start creating them. I'm not going to give away too much of the plot, but herein lies the story where Gerard Butler has to go to the space station to try and stop the glitch from that end of the drama. And his brother, Jim Sturgis, is a political advisor, and he is trying to discover the root cause of the problem on Earth. Okay, so this movie is fun. I'll give the special effects this. They're awesome. They are a lot of fun. The disaster scenes, the storms in this movie, particularly in 3D, was amazing. It was really well done. The special effects were top notch. But unfortunately, in regards to the plot, this movie kind of grinds to a halt about halfway through, where it kind of starts wanting to talk about codes and, well, I'm not going to give away the plot, but it starts going in this direction where the movie just stops, and it's basically just people looking at computers and looking up things. And it just stopped the movie, and I become so bored, and I was just waiting for the marvelous disaster scenes to happen again, which were few and far between, unfortunately. So when they did hit, it was pretty grand. But the plot just killed this movie. It was just boring. You don't need that in a disaster flick. Like, even in Independence Day, yeah, they had the characterizations and a lot of the story elements in that, but we had Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum to carry the story. So it had a really quite amazing cast. So even though a lot of the drama pieces in that movie were dead weight, at least they were carried by wonderful actors. This one, not so much. Ed Harris, yes, I love Ed Harris. I just watched him yesterday in Mother, but I'm not going to talk about that ever again. And Andy Garcia is also a tried and true actor. He's wonderful. Gerard Butler, His best moment was, I am Sparta. Not this. Jim Sturgis, yeah, he's okay. Abby Cornish, yeah, she's okay. But no Will Smith, man. The story grinds to a halt. There's even a fucking dog in this. Dean Devlin, stop putting dogs in movies, man. Dogs in peril. Stop it. But like I said, the plot kind of grinds to a halt. So there is a lot of get on with it, you know. People looking at computers is not entertaining. So that's my pretty big gripe with the film. But to give it some props, yes, like I said, the special effects were amazing. And the storm scenes were very well done. And yeah, the 3D was really cool. I know it's kind of like a dying art. I bought my TV about a year ago. It was an LG OLED 4K 55-inch beauty, and it was the last model of its type in the 3D format. They're not making the 3D ones anymore. We're still getting the 3D releases, although 3D movies at the cinema they're very rare now. They used to be every theatrical release they had was a 3D one. You could pick any 3D movie and go watch it. But now, if you want to watch a movie in 3D, good luck to you. But we still get the 3D DVDs. So given the option between 4K 3D or just straight Blu-ray, I'll always go 4K. There was no 4K option. So yeah, I went to 3D just because, one, it is a novelty. And it did look good. So there. So if I was going to give this a rating, I'd give it a 6.5, man. I was going to give it a 7, but the plot killed it, so I'm going to take off that half point. So 6.5, just because the story kind of really sucked and it killed the movie dead. Special effects, fantastic, but yeah, 6.5. That's all you're worth, Geostorm. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking into my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, throw me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.